What is up, everybody? How you doing today? Today we're going to be ranking all 11 maps here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I kind of figured it was time to do this, especially after the release of Mississippi Acres and having a little bit of time to get to play it and kind of get used to it a little bit. It is definitely a different map, and you will see that later down in the list, but I'm sure many of us can agree here on this first map that I have, and that is Hirschfelden. And this map is just, I don't even know what to say about this map. I don't like this map. I just don't. It's a little too brushy for me, firstly. Most of the other animals I can find a whole lot easier on other maps, except for European bison and geese, which I already have diamonds of. I think there's too much water. Okay, like, I've never heard of many people like hunting this whole coast. I know there's animals there, but there's just so much water. It spreads all the animals out. I mean, you can hunt an entire area. Like, you can hunt all these fields and see in all those fields like what I would see at one lake on other maps. Okay, that's just how spread out the animals are. I think they're just too spread out to keep you interested. And that's just, in my opinion, part of what makes this map not that amazing. It's brushy. Animals are too spread out. I don't even know. And also, the geese. They're kind of bugged right now from what I've heard from a lot of other people. They just fly over. They don't land anywhere. So, I don't think everyone's been having problems with it, but I know a lot of people have. And, of course, that's a killer for this as well. So, this is the number 10 map, Parque Fernando. And none of these maps I absolutely hate. Just others of them I dislike more than others. And there are definitely reasons for that. Okay, and Parque Fernando just unfortunately has quite a few of them. Firstly, I just think that the pumas are just slightly annoying and make it very difficult to hunt. They are all over the place. Whereas on Silver Ridge Peaks, mountain lions are kind of, I don't know, like in one area. Pumas are like covering this entire map. Okay, just everywhere. And they make it such a pain in the butt to try and find animals. Like, half of them are run away before I can even see them all. And to me, that just kind of takes the fun out of it all. You don't get to see everything that's there. Also, this map is so brushy, and for me, I hate not being able to see very far. That's just something I don't like. I like wide open maps, and these maps just, I don't know, this map just doesn't cut it for me. It's too brushy, I can't see. Pumas are an absolute pain in the butt. Though I will say it is pretty cool because it introduced the predator aspect to the game. And it also brought along the first renditions of the trophy lodges. So it is useful for some things, but overall, not the best. And Leighton Lakes is the number 9 map. And to be honest, this map is not terrible. It's just been around for so long that I have played it enough and enough over and over and over again that I am just wore out on this map. I don't find it as fun as I used to. It's way too brushy in some areas, really thick, really hard to see, which is also a problem that Hirschfelden had. And another problem that Hirschfelden had is there's so much water. Animals are so spread out. Though I will go ahead and say, it just seems like there are more animals on this map, regardless of there being more water. Whereas on Hirschfelden, it just seems like there's hardly any animals. At least here you find animals when you go somewhere. So that is a little bit of an improvement. I love the Roosevelt elk on here. Their true rags aren't great, but I like the elk in of themselves. They've always been probably my favorite animal on this map. Just always, ever since I started playing it. And I love that it has some big game. Black bear, moose, and elk. Okay, maps with big game are always a little bit more appealing to me. I like those bigger animals, something with some antlers on its head, not just a little bunny rabbit hopping around in the bushes. Okay, that's kind of what draws me to certain maps, and that is why this map is not at the bottom of the list, but definitely not anywhere near the top. The number 8 map today is Aurora, and I know my opinions have changed on this map quite a good bit since the last time I did this. I think the last time I did this video, I think I had this map around like 4 or 5. And at the time, that's what I thought of it. But my opinions have kind of changed a little bit on this map. And it really only has 2 great things going for it. Fallow deer, which were such a pain in the butt to hunt on Hirschfelden. So it is so nice to have another place to hunt fallow deer. And the Sika deer. I love the Sika deer. They look super, super good. But they do have some respawn issues. So that kind of cuts out of that a little bit. But this map, even though it is open, which I like, it is just, in my opinion, a little lackluster and boring. I get bored on this map very easily. Like, I've played multiplayer on this map a lot. And 45 minutes and I want to go somewhere else. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't enjoy this map as much as I used to. I get burned out easy. It's fairly unimpressive. Aside from like red deer, and which we have on other maps, a lot of other maps, and fallow deer, a lot of the animals here really aren't that impressive. I mean, the feral pig, the chamois in particular, I mean, they're itty bitty little things. Even more turkeys. European rabbits, those guys can be interesting. They're all just fairly small. There's not a single animal that goes over class 6. And like I said earlier, big game seems to make me enjoy a map a little bit more. I don't know what it is about bigger animals, but I just find them more fun to hunt. Smaller animals get boring a whole lot faster for me. That's just how it is. I know some people like Aurora a lot, and then there are a lot of people that don't like this map at all. It just, I don't know. This is a map that really is not as popular among a lot of the players, and my opinions on it have definitely gone down as I have played it. So our 7th map for the day is Rancho del Arroyo, and this map came out last year in the summer, and when I had done this video previously, I had put this map at like number 2 because I thought it was going to be absolutely amazing, and I think a lot of people did. And it is a fairly good map. All the maps from here on out are very good maps. Like I said, some of them are better than others, and like I said earlier, also this map lacks any kind of big game. The biggest animal that you can shoot here is a mule deer, and that's really not that big. Okay, like I said earlier, I want to shoot bigger animals. That just draws me to a map. And when all I see are pheasants, rabbits, and yes, again, more turkeys, just kind of kills it for me. It really, really does. I don't find it as fun. This map is also very brushy, and it has some really weird looking lakes. I mean, if you look at this, it takes me a year to run around some of these lakes. Like this lake down here, I shoot something here, I have to run all the way around, or all the way around, if I want to go claim it. Some of these lakes are just absolutely wonky looking, and they don't make hunting very easy. The one thing I do like about this map is that it kind of added the flushing mechanic to the game for like pheasants, and with the latest map, quail. And it works a little bit. I think it could probably stand to have some tweaks to it here and there. It's definitely not flawless, but it is definitely unique and something that I like having in the game. And I will say, just a tip for all of y'all out there, especially on console, having the shotgun scope really helps when you're trying to take pheasants and quail. It makes a huge difference. I suck with iron sights, so that does help a lot. But yeah, I mean, this map is not a bad map. It's just not great. And map number 6 is Mississippi Acres. I tell you, I love the music on this map. It is fantastic. And this is a very good map. I think EW did a great job on it. All the maps from like number 7 on are great maps. There's not a lot wrong with them. Just a few things here and there that I think knock them down from the others. And Mississippi does have its fair share of those few things. It rains a ton on this map. I'm sure so many people can agree with me that the rain probably needs to be turned down just a touch on this map. It gets to the point where it's slightly annoying. I mean, when it's constantly raining, it just makes you feel kind of dreary. Almost wants to make you go to sleep near about, which is not great if you're trying to hunt. It is a very thick and brushy map, which makes it hard to see. And like I said, I don't like those kind of maps as much. So that's one reason why it's not as high on the list. More turkeys. I mean, EW, can we please be a little more creative? I don't like to say much about animal selection and what's in the map. I just like to play the map. But we've had turkeys on 4 straight maps now. I think this is getting kind of ridiculous now. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I think we maybe need to give the turkeys a break. Let them rest. Come back to them later. But we've had enough of those for now. I'm starting to get a little sick of the turkeys. I know you're putting in different turkey species. And I like the eastern turkeys. They look really, really good. You've made progress on them. But it's kind of repetitive. Also, again, too much small game. There are, let's see, rabbits, quail, and turkeys. 3 class 1 species. 2 class 2 species, because raccoons are technically supposed to be class 2. Hey, that's 5 animals right there that are absolutely tiny. Okay? I don't even know. I don't feel as attracted to the small game animals. They just don't bring me to a map like the large game do. Okay? And in these coming maps that you see on the top 5, they all have a lot more big game. And that is why they're up there. Because I just enjoy hunting those a whole lot more. I will go ahead and say this though. I love the gators. They look fantastic. And they bring a new challenge to the game that we have not seen in a long time. Because your shots have to be perfect. You actually have to be patient now. And that kind of disappeared when Scoring System 2.0 took effect. Because all you have to do is just hit an animal in the lung and you're guaranteed to get the right score as long as you use the correct weapon. But if you don't take your time with the gator and make a perfect shot, they're going to get in the water and you're never going to see that animal again. And that really kind of makes it, I don't know, a little more fun for me. Because I played the game enough now that it's not as challenging as it used to be. And I think bringing that challenge back really makes it a whole lot more fun for me. And I'm sure there are a lot of others that feel that way as well. So yeah, a very good map here. So we have finally made it into our top 5. And these are the 5 maps that I play the most. I play these maps in multiplayer all the time as well as single player. And I really, really do enjoy these maps. And Cuatro Colinas is actually a map that moved up a lot in my rankings from the previous time. I think I had this map around like number 7 or something. Might have been number 6, but it has definitely moved up. And I have reasons for that, okay? This map is fantastic for red deer. In my opinion, the best map for red deer. Aurora, you have to hunt them at night. Hirschfelden is itself. And Parque Fernando, the pumas drink during red deer drink time. So that kind of makes it a little interesting trying to hunt red deer on that map. But on this map, red deer are usually unhindered. Sometimes in the more northern areas you have the Iberian wolves messing with them. But other than that, nothing too major. And usually you can grind very easily, especially for that red deer great one, if that's what you're looking for. This map is fantastic to check in multiplayer. There are lots of diamonds. They're everywhere. If you don't have a diamond yet, come to Cuatro Colinas and find yourself a diamond ibex. It is not that hard, okay? They are all over the place on this map. And what have we got there? Just a level 6. But, ooh, that's a really nice roam to ibex down there. So, yeah. This map is very good. It also has some good missions. I love the missions on this map. I always have liked them. I think the wolves were unique in the fact that there were 3 mission animals. I think is really, really cool. And the story behind it all is very interesting. Probably the only thing that I don't like about this map as much as some of the others is that it has sort of a lack of diversity in a way. Okay, it does have a little bit of diversity. You have roe deer, you have red deer, you have ibex, you have mouflons, and you have wolves, as well as some rabbits running around here and there. But in terms of the ibex, they make it 4 different species, you can say, but they're all basically the same thing, or extremely similar in that regard. Okay, like if I go hunt Vurhonga ibex and then I go hunt Greatos ibex, I really don't feel all that different hunting either one, just because they're so similar. Okay, and to me, that doesn't make it quite as fun, because if you just go from one ibex to the other, it's almost the same thing every single time. Nothing really changes all that much, and it's not as fun for me. But this map is amazing. I don't ever get burned out on this map because there are other things to hunt as well other than ibex, and it is a great map to check out in multiplayer, especially if you're looking for that first diamond. And our number 4 map is Medved, of all places, and this map was a lot lower on my list last time, and I decided to move it up mainly because I have really come to appreciate this map, and for one main reason. It presents a challenge that no other map does, or does as well anyways. This map has quite a few species that are very, very hard to get diamonds on. Okay, brown bear, lynx, musk deer, and boar, okay, are very hard, as well as reindeer, because I probably have well over 10 to 12 troll reindeer, and not even one that's remotely close to diamond. So yeah, still looking for that. Of the 6 species on this map, near about all of them are very, very hard to find a diamond of. And to me, that challenge really, really makes this map special. Because when you find something, you really feel that satisfaction, like, wow, I've completed something. This is so awesome. And hunting other maps, I just don't get that as much because there's just good stuff near about around every corner, it feels like sometimes. So this just kind of, I don't know, gives you something to aspire towards anyway. It may take you a long time to get there, but when you do, it's definitely worth it. The only downside to this map is the lack of species, but other than that anyways, this is a fantastic map. So these top 3 maps are absolutely amazing, and I love them so much, and really have had a hard time finding anything wrong with them, and quite honestly, don't even have anything wrong with them. They are just that good. I love them so much. And the number 3 map is Yukon Valley. This map is beautiful. The only map that even compares to it is Hirschfelden. And since it's so low on the list, we won't even talk about it. This map is gorgeous. And the fact that it snows sometimes, it doesn't even rain, it snows, and it is so beautiful, just makes me love this map even more. Okay, it is so amazing. Also, this map was the first map to do wolves, like incorporate the predators that can interact with you. I thought that was so cool. This map really feels like the last map, in my opinion, that EW really took their time on and made it something special, because Yeah, Silver Ridge Peaks was a very good map, but stuff feels too common on it sometimes. This map really just just brings, this is the apex of the game right here. How beautiful this map is. The animal selection is perfect. A lot of big game, wide open map in some places, but denser in others. I love it. It is so amazing, and it's challenging. There are not a lot of easy diamonds on this map, other than Harlequin Ducks. I mean, you have Red Fox, which are very hard. Plains Bison are definitely not easy. Caribou are very hard. Grizzly Bear, very hard as well. None of the diamonds here are easy to get. And getting one really feels like you've accomplished something. And that just makes this map so much better for me. I absolutely love it. It is one of my favorites. The next to best map is Vurhonga Savanna. All day long. This map is incredible. Wonderful, wonderful species choice. I mean, we have lions, Cape buffalo, kudu, springbuck. We have big animals, small animals, whatever you like. Wide open spaces. It's not too brushy. There's gemsbuck as well. All the species here are challenging to a degree, but not overly hard to find. Everyone can enjoy this map, and it is unique. It is the only African map that we have. None of these animals on this map are on any other map. Okay, this is the only map that is like this. All of the other maps have at least some form of a repeat species. This map does not. It is 100% unique, and that makes it for me. I love it. And it's one of the reasons I really hope they make another Africa map, because in Africa, there are so many different animals that you can choose from. You could make 3 maps and never use the same animal twice. That is how diverse Africa is in terms of species. And they all have such potential. This map just brings it all together. I absolutely love it. I never ever get bored on this map. And I know diamonds are a little bit easier to find, which makes things, I don't know, sometimes it just kind of keeps you alive. Other maps that are a little too hard, sometimes you just really want to find diamond. If you don't find something for a long time, you're just like, oh my gosh, am I ever going to find anything good? But at least on this map, every now and then you will find something good. And it keeps you interested. And that's what makes it so good. It's a map that everyone can enjoy. It has a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Something for everyone. And last but not least, we have Silver Ridge Peaks. And this map is something else entirely. Okay? Look at how wide open it is. I love hunting feed zones on this map. I have feed zones all over the place, okay? So on a lot of these maps, you just have a few drink zones here and there. No, I mean, look at this. Feed zones everywhere. It is so much fun to not just hunt the drink zones on this map. And that's what makes it so unique. It's not just confined to the lakes. Sometimes the best spots are away from the lakes. And that is what I love. This map has a perfect blend of smaller game, pronghorn, mountain goats, and then some medium game like mule deer, and then the larger game like black bear, plains bison, and Rocky Mountain elk. It has everything. If you like a certain type of hunting, then you can do it here. If you like another type, you can do it here as well. This map is unique. It does have a few copy and paste animals, but not many. The mountain lions are special sometimes, like to freeze up, but other than that, it is absolutely amazing. The turkeys, when they were first added, and before we had 10 maps with them, they were really cool because we didn't have them anywhere else. So that made them very unique. But Now, they are on 4 maps, but we're just going to think about where they originated from, and this map brought them to us. It is so beautiful, and I think everyone can agree that this is one of the best maps. I know a lot of people like to interchange Vurhonga and SRP as number 1, but this is probably, in my opinion anyways, the best one. It is amazing. I love it. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your ranking is. I'm curious to see what some of you all think. If, I don't know, you have Hirschfelden as number 1, please don't have Hirschfelden as number 1. But regardless, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.